Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 17 of LeftBench.
We didn't have to check it this time.
We didn't have to check it this time. We're getting better. We're getting stronger. Sam's back. He might be a regular by now.
Something like that. I pop up every now and then.
I apologize for lying, saying that he was not going to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike just likes to... You know how Mike
I'm on a generational hater run right now.
Yeah. Me and Mike just had some beef that night that had to be settled.
Sam
That has carried over for...
Very long.
Sam had a drink in him. But
I was drinking.
today we're going to... me and Mike actually move. We're going to move in together. So
A month from now.
So we're just kind of doing some catching up while shit was busy. Shit's going to be busy too. Like, I'm going to be in school and shit. But we'll have more opportunity to record and shit and be more consistent instead of being like, hey, one day a week we can do this. We'll be able to be flexible and shit. But we're gonna do the AFC off-season moves today. We're just gonna review each team, how we feel about their draft, just in a whole like free agency draft, what we think. Let's not do like record predictions. I want to do like a whole record prediction episode where we like place in bets because I'm gonna play with some cheddar. But we'll do like a whole betting episode for the over-unders and shit.
Yeah, and I know. Everyone's shocked. We're actually talking about football this time. Wow.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. We really missed out on... We did like all the mock draft shit, and then we never did like post-draft shit.
We had like, it was your finals, and then my aunt passed away.
Yeah, and then we just had a lot more basketball news.
It was the playoffs.
Once we came back. Yeah, it was like playoffs and then also off-season. I mean, it all happened so quickly that we're just like... You know, I kept being like, Mike, let's do a football. Mike, let's do a football. And like each time I was like, oh, we can't do a football right now. So,
wasn't top of the priority.
Yeah, so. But it's July, so we're one of the few lucky podcasts that just like didn't talk about football this entire time, and now we get to during this slow time of sports.
Training camp starting, yeah.
Some fun time, some fun time. I want to talk about. Who had the toe injury? Why am I blanking? Who just hurt their toe? Oh, Justin Fields. That's what it was. Yeah. We'll talk big picture. Big picture of the Justin Fields toe injury. Wait, before we get into this, how you guys doing?
Good, I had a little fun trip for the...
Oh, yeah, wait, talk about New York.
The reason I wasn't here last weekend was I went to New York, visited some family, watched the David Wright jersey retirement ceremony, got the cap on.
Go Bags.
Brought a new jersey, It was fun. Good to see some family I haven't seen in a while. Go back to the old, when I was 3 years old,
stomping grounds.
It was fun. First time at Citi Field. It's a really nice stadium. It's nice.
Hey, who's the dude from Barstool you saw?
Oh, I don't like him, but I saw him. It was Frank the Tank. I saw him in person.
And him and Mike talked business.
Yeah, that was.
They talked about Barstool purchasing us. Mike said no and walked away.
I declined that. Yeah.
Mike said I'm looking for bigger contracts.
I'm looking for Spotify.
Yeah, they said Mike, that glowing personality of yours.
You're so outgoing.
Yeah. Oh, now I think about it, we did do a free agency recap episode. I mean, we'll just do a whole recap, just our whole feelings, so we won't go too in depth. We'll just talk about because I just remember the first thing I saw was the Josh Allen extension. I was like, fuck, I did talk about this on a podcast. I just remember we did it. That was when we had the old setup and shit.
Yeah.
And then we were like, all right, bet. And then we're going to talk about the draft, and then never did.
Well, okay, we're here.
Yep, hey, we're here now.
Sam, you got anything you want to, let the people know?
I mean, thank you guys for having me on once again. I might be a regular. I don't know. I always pop up here now. Always come visit. Jack, and then Mike coming through. But I feel good, man. Coming off a nice little weekend. It's been nice out. I've been working out. Just in spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Summer Sam body's here.
Summer Sam body here.
Hey, you see it. Hey, go Indy, though.
There we go.
I love you, Indiana.
Fake
you guys are... Hey, don't be saying no fake-ass shit, man. Hey, chill out. I ain't a fan of y'all. That is true. But I do fuck with y'all, though. I've been fucking with y'all since, the good old Miami Heat versus the good old Pacers. You feel me? Back in them days. But I am a Miami Heat fan. But I do love Indiana because y'all are my first time. You feel me? But it is what it is.
All right, yeah, football time now, huh? All right, so everyone, let's get to it. So first thing, I'll just have the list, and I'll just I have the list in front of me, and then we'll talk. First thing I want to talk about is the team who had actually my favorite offseason was the Buffalo Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Just overall in terms of like longevity, financially, how long does this last, and then also how does like this affect next year. I love the Buffalo Bills offseason. We've covered it, but the Josh Allen extension, it was like record breaking, but surprisingly team friendly. Because like you just think like he's gonna be making like him and like Jordan Love will have similar contracts in like a couple. Yeah, and he just won MVP. It's very impressive. And then he gave him more to work with now and like paid later. Like I think that's really good. Obviously like healthy franchise activity. One thing I want to say real quick because I didn't see this last time. Elijah Moore signed with the Bills. I forgot about him.
Yeah, he's been falling with the match.
What the fuck? He was like good for like a season, and they're like
to the Browns, which is of course where you go to die.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
then he beefed with Zach Wilson, but then you were even like I kind of get it, like, and then I don't know that he signed it was his max value of $5 million for 1 year, but I don't know. I mean, for some reason, I'm just like I don't know. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he's something for the Bills.
I mean, they lost. It looks like Cooper's not coming back, so that probably is like a decent
I
move.
also know the Bills have been like just being like, hey, like can we get cheap wide receivers who fell off, and hopefully Josh Allen can make them good.
And maybe Keon Coleman becomes a thing.
Yeah, and I actually have a big thing I want to say about him in a second. But and then one thing I just want to go before I hand this off to you, Mike. Joey Bosa already injured. Yeah, not
shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
Not ideal. But I don't know how long he'll be. And then the Larry Ogunjobi, I love that signing. He's suspended for like the first part of the season, but you don't sign Larry Ogunjobi for the first part of the season. He's like an aging D tackle, but I think in the playoffs he'll make a lot of sense. I love the Christian Benford extension. Getting Tre'Davious White might have maybe something left in the tank. Re-signing DeMar Hamlin for $2 million. That's crazy. And then fucking the Gregory Rousseau contract was awesome because like he's already good. And I just fucking I like him. And before we get into their draft, any thoughts, Mike?
Well, that Rousseau contract, it's good for like especially getting ahead of the the market.
Down the line, it looks amazing.
Yeah, that market now is like very inflated with like the Myles Garrett contract and even the Karlaftis contract a little bit was kind of one of those too, and obviously T.J. Watt.
I was saying T.J. Watt just resigned.
Yeah, like there's a lot of these guys now that are like and shit. Even the shit going on with Trey Hendrickson, who knows what he gets too. So like getting your guy. At least the guy, he's very good, and you believe he's your guy as your edge.
He's not like a big sack guy,
he makes an impact still.
Yeah, so it's just like that. Obviously, you get him at a discount compared just because his sack numbers haven't been ridiculous. But like, as far as like having a kick-ass defense, he's someone you want on your team.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and a good run defender,
Yeah.
So,
I just love. I don't know. They kept a lot of their guys, and they were a good team last year, as we know. In the AFC Championship, and then kind of added, around the ends, and then projecting growth from their young players, which they were a young team. If we remember, like last year, it was kind of like, okay, they need to get young. This might just be a gap year, and like you just have to like waste a year. Josh Allen's prime.
And
they made it to the AFC Championship. They looked really strong. Obviously, we know Josh Allen's a superhero, but also like. Some of these young guys look really good. Mm-hmm. And so Keon Coleman, I want to talk about. He's my actually like big breakout guy prediction. He kind of like at the end of the year, later in the year, really caught on to like where there were some plays like, oh shit, like he might end up being like a world beater. Like he's a really good wide receiver 1 type body. Like, he really, like, at the beginning of the season, he was just an inconsistent player. You can see, like, the hand fighting off the line, like, just kind of, like, getting cornerbacks off of him.
Yeah.
Just size, his way to high point the ball. I think Josh Allen's going to... you could just see Josh Allen. At first, he didn't trust him, which, you know, of course, like, you have
Rookie receiver, yeah.
Khalil Shakir, you have all your guys. Amari Cooper was on the team at that
Kincaid.
time. Kincaid. Like, you just
Weapons.
want to... you want to force to him. All those other guys, but I think really Josh Allen built some trust with him down the line, and you know there was like some points in the playoffs where you're just like, okay, like red zone, watch out for Keon Coleman. I think this year, like him being a second-year receiver, and he was also like pretty young. I really like what could project from him.
Yeah, I liked him coming out of the draft. I might even as a Florida State guy. But you know, I think. Like you said, a lot of his tools specifically. Like he's a big receiver, still fast. You know, he has all the ability to high point the ball and stuff like that. I do think having another year of like, you know, camaraderie with Josh Allen a little bit will help a lot. And you know, even they've like opened up the door now with like James Cook's receiving ability helps a lot. Like alleviate some of this stuff too. Kincaid's still there. I think Dawson Knox might be still there.
Yeah, he is.
And then Khalil Shakir took a jump as well last year, and I think that could be another one could be.
And they did extend him too.
That's a good,
That's good.
Oh wait, no, they extended him last year. That's what it was. Oh no, yeah, this year. Damn, 4-year extension.
How much was it?
32 guaranteed. So it's probably because he's not like super young. They also got Josh Palmer, which like they just like.
I actually like him.
Yeah, they have a whole bunch of receivers. That's like my only thing against like maybe Keon Coleman doesn't get the shine that we think because they have so many. And Josh Allen has all. He played buddy ball with Diggs for a little bit, but it mainly was just kind of like he's better when he distributes. But I think the physical tools of Keon Coleman, like he might just be like someone to just throw the ball to at all times. So I'm excited to see where he goes for their draft. So the Maxwell Hairston pick, I liked. I really liked him just because you need defensive backfield help. You've built up a strong deep line and everything with no like real go-getters on the the edge rush. So you have consistent players though. Yeah. So you want like a good defensive backfield, and they do. Christian Benford, great player who they signed to an extension. What was it? DeMar Hamlin, I like people joke around about him and everything. Like he stepped up a lot. He was good this season. They have some really good players. They're interesting. But Maxwell Hairston he's pending. I think he's getting sued right now.
Yes.
For the sexual assault allegation. It's weird. I actually we don't know much about it. If I had to guess, since it's the NFL, they probably won't care. But it seems like he's gonna play.
But if you smoke weed,
yeah,
if you smoke that gas, boy, you best believe you off that team.
One thing. I mean, the first 5 picks were all dressed to defense.
Put that on a shirt, by the way. What he just said.
Yeah, type shit. But their first 5 picks were all defense, which first 6 picks were all defense, which the offense, it took some time to get everything together, but they drafted good. They extended Deion Dawkins, drafted Osiris Torrance last year. So you hit on offensive line pick. It's just let's just make sure, because you go to the Super Bowl because you have a star quarterback and a star defense, and I think Bean understands that. I really like my sleeper pick for them is Landon Jackson. I think he does have potential pass rushing chops. I could also just see him being out of the league in a year. It's just he gets to the fucking he's gonna try to get to the quarterback. So it's really interesting. They got Deion Walker, that monster from Kentucky. So I don't know what the fuck he'll be, but I like the draft.
Hopefully a monster off the line, man.
There we go.
Yeah, I think they really emphasized the defense obviously in the draft. And just in general, re-signing Rousseau is part of that too. And obviously pending this Maxwell Hairston shit. I don't know what's really going to come down from that. But, they've really built a foundation now with a lot of these guys are younger, too.
Yeah.
Even, Joey Bosa's still in his younger... He's, 27, something like that.
Joey Bosa?
Joey? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he might be.
He's, 25, 26, maybe.
No. All right, now you're tweaking.
What year is he drafted?
You're thinking Nick Bosa.
Yeah. I think Joe...
No, he might be, 29.
I would say Joe's probably 29 or 30.
My bad. Yeah, but, I think if he's healthy, which
Already not.
Yeah, we're
Big fucking question.
We're fact checking.
30 years old.
Yep, I was right.
I did
30.
not think he was 30. Fuck. Anyway.
25.
Yeah,
Bro,
I'm mixing it.
Hey, that jit Joey Bosa.
Mhm.
No, I'm really excited about their defense because like it was definitely a problem 2 years ago. It just wasn't like, you know, and they signed like Von Miller and like all like these big contracts, and you're just like, oh shit, they're gonna be nice, and then they weren't. They were okay. I think they have like star potential now, especially with like, you know, adding people like Terrell Bernard and fucking. Like adding people like Ogunjobi, extending Terrell Bernard, just extending all your guys from an already good defense, and then, you know, drafting your ass off with it. You know, hopefully you hit on it, but just like the first 6 picks being defense, and they drafted 3 defensive backs, which like I don't know if you guys recall, but the Christian Benford year they drafted Kyer Elam with their first pick, and he's off the team now, but they hit on Christian Benford later. So I think just like drafting a bunch of defensive backs has been like a good thing for them, and you know hopefully one of them is as good as Christian Benford, and then you know you got a star in defense.
You gotta build something. You gotta build something with your defense to make something happen, man. That's how you go to
The James Cook. Do you know what's going on with the James Cook thing?
What is
His contract? Because I mean he was talking about a holdout. He was really, really valuable for them. I don't think he will get like
the amount of money that he's asking for. That is true.
Just because like I don't know, he's really good, but he's also like he's traditional, and like the Josh Allen argument would probably.
He 15 a year.
I would just say
the thing
not
with
happening.
traditional is it just don't last long. It's like a minimum of maybe like 2-3 years out of it.
Cook has said on social media he wants $15 million a year, which would tie him for 3rd highest paid running back in the NFL.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. So
That's tough.
I don't know.
I mean, it's what Saquon, CMC.
Yeah,
and
but
whoever's.
he's
That's
good.
probably like Kamara and shit like that.
Yeah, it's
McCaffrey.
Is it McCaffrey?
Doesn't McCaffrey have a fat ass deal?
I thought CMC was 2nd.
Oh, you said CMC. My bad.
God damn it.
Fucking. Anyway.
Or maybe Josh Jacobs.
Oh, I think he had no, I don't think his deal was that big. Anyway, are you guys ready to move on to the Dolphins? Anything else you want to say about the Bills, Mike?
Yeah, we spent 15 minutes on the Bills.
Yeah.
All
right. All right. So number 1, the biggest thing, Zach Wilson.
Oh, it's Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, 14 mil.
Fuck. All right. Fuck. Anyway.
Hey,
Let's cut that part out. Anyway, Zach Wilson, big signing.
Hell yeah.
I'm playing. No, the Dolphins had the weirdest because like I think they should be rebuilding, but they can't. It's weird. Obviously.
To play with, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, also they're just kind of locked in because they signed Tua, that big deal.
Yeah,
I don't like Tua, but some people do. They tried to bolster the offensive line. They got like James Daniels, like Liam Eichenberg. Guys that like have been okay in the past. I don't know. Yeah, I like Melifanu, who they got from the Lions. I think he had injuries with the Lions, and also he's just kind of buried on their defensive backfield. So like sneaky signing him, and then also obviously the Minka Fitzpatrick trade, which I think they won because I mean Fitzpatrick's really fucking good. I think he's really good, and Jalen Ramsey has just not been himself last year. Jonnu Smith losing him, but he's also in like a contract year, so I don't think they were gonna have him in the first place. I know there was kind of like 2 separate trades, but then they like combined it into one. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of that.
Minka was a good pickup because that's gonna be someone they definitely need on the field. But other than that, it's like what you said. It's just
they had a bad defense. They got bullied last year. Minka does not get bullied. He like covers his ass off.
Yeah.
He played like actual safety for the Steelers so many times that there was like blown coverages and everything. He's a mistake eraser, and he's really good like form tackler And then Melifanu, I'm excited if he stays healthy, he could be a real addition to that defense. And then obviously they drafted Kenneth Grant with the first pick, so like real emphasis on defense this year, which like makes sense because the offense, you have no fucking idea. The Tua has didn't play most of last year.
They have the pieces on offense. They just need to keep them healthy and
Yeah.
together, and see what Tyreek actually maybe stays healthy.
And they signed Westbrook Akine too, who like sneaky good signing. He was really good for the Titans. Darren Waller, obviously, we'll see where that goes. I have no idea, like if that like even is anything.
He's on the pup list already.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's awesome.
Giants won the trade.
Woo!
Hey, that's great for y'all fantasy.
They drafted Jonah Saivania. I don't.
Tackle from
he's a guard from Arizona.
Guard, yeah.
And so, I mean, they tried to bolster. Ollie Gordon went there, which is they always do good with late round. Yeah, they always do good with late round backs. But I don't know. I mean, they got Jordan Phillips too. They didn't have much draft capital, but Kenneth Grant. I really liked him coming out. I think he's like a big guy. Hopefully they beat the soft allegations, which like kind of they've had. But I mean, I'm at the point right now where like I don't know if Mike McDaniels is even like. I think he's a good play caller. I don't know if he's a good coach. Obviously lost like the locker room last year. Like, what are your thoughts on them, Big Mike?
Yeah, there's a lot of variables specifically on the offense.
Mm-hmm.
You've had injuries of now Tua, Tyreek, and I think Wallace had some a little bit too.
Yeah.
And even you don't even know if Tyreek might not be on this fucking team at the start of season 2.
Armstead retired.
That too.
Yeah.
That's another one. Like they try to replace or like replenish the offensive line a little bit. Like they lost Robert Hunt 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Or this past the other offseason.
Yeah.
And like, I think if Tua can stay healthy, that's really the big key. Obviously, having your quarterback.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust Zach Wilson at all.
Really?
And I think.
No.
Nah.
But
that's the funny thing is like, Zach Wilson's probably gonna play at some point this season.
Will.
Yeah, just because like, I mean,
they'll be losing by 40 and
like,
he comes in.
How much like Mike? If I was like throw a good amount of money on Tua playing 16 of 16 games this season, you'd be like, 17 of 17 games. You'd be like, I don't know. Like, I think Zach Wilson's gonna play at least one game this year.
I'd almost pick 2 or 3.
Unless Quinn Ewers beats him out.
Yeah,
He sucks. He's awful.
Quinn?
Yeah, he's horrible.
Yeah.
I forgot. Sorry, they also signed Willie Gay.
Hell yeah.
William Gay was like good.
He's a good player.
Yeah,
yes.
That's funny.
That's another.
I forgot about him.
That's another piece of the defense that should really help. But
that I like the idea of just bolstering the defense. And obviously like, it just might not be enough. Like that's the way I feel with like a lot of teams who bolster their defense and panic moves, like the Colts anyway. But it just might not matter if Tua doesn't play, and then if like Hill doesn't bounce, like he might be cooked. Like it might be over for him.
Yeah, and if your offensive line can't guard anyone, then he's
they added a lot of guys, so you're hoping a couple of them hit. But like offensive line's like a weak link position where it's like, like the Texans had Laramie Tunsil, but like it kind of doesn't matter just because like they had Kenyon Green playing as well. So it's just like, oh shit, like this doesn't like it
this
really.
You need consistency.
You need consistency all around, and if I had to guess, they probably won't. Like, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sam, thoughts on the Dolphins?
Man, you can say no. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting this upcoming season. Like I have 0 words for what they're doing right now. Their offense is gonna be the most like their defense. I feel like they're gonna be all right on defense, but I feel like on offense they're gonna be it's gonna be kind of suspect. I ain't gonna lie, because it's like what you said. It's all depends on if Tua can stay healthy. And if Tyreek don't play, then they're definitely going to be in a ride for some wide receiver. It's going to be interesting to see.
I like their idea of like, hey, like our offense might be really consistent. Let's just make sure our defense is consistent.
Yeah.
So then if Tua is out like 4 games at a time, maybe we could sneak 2 wins just by being like a tough defense.
Yeah, I think coming off the last season, I'm checking right now, they're top 10 in most fucking like defensive stats. Like
they were good for a little bit, and then like they were real like I remember the Colts like beat them like 14-13, and like so you like losses like that, and you're just like,
that's
damn,
offense.
like
those are offensive losses.
Yeah, and you're just like, fuck, well, like let's just make
if,
sure our defense doesn't even let another team get up 14. I guess
because the Colts is like losing to the Colts is like that's not a good. You don't have a good defense, you know.
Yeah.
So like listening to that, I was like, damn, we cannot score.
Yeah,
That's fucking
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Like when the Giants dropped like what was it 40 on you guys or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Sadly, I didn't want it.
Yeah.
I was like, how bad is
Yeah.
this fucking defense?
And I mean, it was Skylar Thompson for that game. No, it was Snoop Hundley. Yeah, but it's just like, it was shit like that. I don't even think Hill was playing either. So it's just like, or maybe he was, something was up. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you are going to have that, because right now they can't control if they have that or not. They have very inconsistent health-wise team right now. So it's just like, let's make for the defense kicks
It
ass.
was 16-10.
Yeah, insane.
Tyler Huntley and Tim Boyle.
Yeah. And you're just like, oh, fuck, like, we couldn't put up 10, like, we couldn't put up 11 on the
Tyler
Colts.
got hurt. He had one catch.
Yeah, it's just,
Waddle had one catch, too.
yeah, so it's just like, if shit like that's going to happen, let's just make sure our defense is really good.
Make sure guard up at least.
Yeah, but, I mean, all right,
The
so,
Giants kind of gone with.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, on to the Patriots. I think a lot of people are projecting them to be like the Washington Commanders type deal, where it's like, oh, big jump from this season. What's your thoughts on that, Mike?
I can see it. The problem is, I need to see more from Drake May. Obviously,
Mhm.
you know he's a rookie.
Yeah.
Or he was a rookie. You know, it's gonna hopefully jump. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and then getting him a real number one and Diggs,
Yeah. Who is a real number
who
one
is a
as of
real
right
number
now?
one.
Yeah.
Like I think that's a real plus. Obviously, the new coach is gonna change up
Mhm.
a little bit
Yeah.
too, so that'll
That's worth a win at
that
least.
could help. Yeah. My thing is, first of all, Diggs has had some off the field shit too.
Yeah, I think it's cleared up.
I think it's
think
cleared
it's
up now too.
back
I
to
think,
normal.
Hey man, I always want to say this. That was all PR, people. That was all for the PR. You feel me? Like, come
This
on
is
now.
Stephon Diggs' agent, by the way.
Yeah, like, come on now.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like, listen, y'all are overreacting.
I'm just saying.
I like because I don't know. Honestly, after watching him, I don't even know if he's a Jalen Carter merchant, but I do like just the swing on Milton Williams.
Yeah.
Just from because you have Christian Benford, who was out with blood clots last year, but he's cleared to play this year. Keon White, I really like a lot. So I think they're making I think their priority is let's make a multiple defense. What?
You got core for it too.
Who the fuck is that? You got me, Sam.
What?
Sam outballed me.
What do you say?
The left tackle.
Oh, fucking that's offense, dipshit.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
We
fine.
were talking. Sorry.
Oh, wow. Okay, you scared me, dude. I was like,
Sorry.
damn, I don't know ball.
Sorry,
But
people.
fucking,
Sorry.
and then also how horrible their offensive line was. Signed Garrett Bradbury at center, who was not a good center last year, but he wasn't Patriots bad. So I think I'm not even playing. There's not good, and then there's Patriots. That's how.
Will Campbell.
Yeah, and then Will Campbell, who I can't remember what your stance was. I was a real big fan of him. I think the undersized shit was overblown. I think he's a real tackle in the NFL.
And even not if he's not, he can play guard.
He would still be. I still think he'll still be the best offensive lineman on your team, but I think he's gonna hang at tackle.
Yeah.
And dude, you're talking floor offensive line. Drake May is going to be protected. I was crying. I'm going to protect Drake May my life. But and then I really like Travion Henderson, blocking back. Also a good screen player. I think he's a sneaky fantasy player just because of his catching ability. I think that was I think that was getting Drake May a weapon. That wasn't just a protector that was okay, this guy's a wide receiver, a sneaky wide receiver, all this shit. He plays all over.
And they signed KJ Osborne too, who's a secret, sort of an underrated receiver.
Yeah.
He's getting $4 million.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not much, just stack up some guys that
I really like Kyle Williams a lot as well. I think this is a weird year because last year I think would have been a better year for Kyle Williams just because it's wide open. This year it's he
Gotta fight for it a little bit.
he's got to fight for it, and also Diggs is gonna be. I think Drake May is gonna buddy ball with Diggs all the time just because he's never had a number one so far.
Polk was there.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. Which someone to consider.
Holding out hope.
It might not be as bad, but Kyle Williams is a good player, I think. And then also, dude, the fucking where the fuck is he? The fucking my big guy. Oh, Braden Swinson, the edge out of LSU, bro. I think he might be a dog. I don't know how the fuck they got him at fucking fifth round, but I really liked him. I expected him to be a second round pick, and that boy can fight, dude. So they might have some real juice on the edge.
Yeah, some scrappers.
Some real scrappers.
You got some scrappy
Some guys
boys.
that just play the right way.
Some guys that just play the right way.
And then we completely forgot, probably their best player, Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
mention him.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yes, they have Christian Gonzalez. I think the defense could be really good this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then the offense,
Offense going to be pretty
I have
decent.
no idea. Well, that's the thing. Like, when I buy the video camera, I won't
Just
do
tell
this.
them to do video game.
Yeah, I won't do this bullshit anymore. But anyway, fucking, what was I going to say? You're projecting a huge Drake May jump, which is not guaranteed. Like, we know it's not guaranteed. And then, you're projecting that this, still bad offensive line doesn't ruin the season. And there is this, because, like, the argument against it is, like, Diggs might be ass. He was good before he was out with the Texans, but he's coming off an ACL tear, and he's not young. He's not, ridiculous.
31, 32?
Yeah, 32, and I think he was more of he has a lot of speed and shit, but also he's a real good route technician. I think his game will age gracefully, but also he could just be bad this year. So I think there's a real chance where this offense just goes to shit. So that's the argument against the Patriots. I think their defense has a lot of potential, and I think they raised the floor on their defense because last year was just a mess of injuries and everything. Gonzalez was really the only consistent player for them. You signed Harold Landry, who I'm not huge on, but yeah,
He's an upgrade.
he's an upgrade, and he's got he could come back. They got Robert Spillane, who I really like. Oh, and Carlton Davis.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Anyway, want to move on to the Jets, boys?
Yeah.
Do we have to?
Yeah, so the
Press the gas to you.
Jets, I take this as a gap year. Here's the big thing I want to talk about the Jets real quick. Love the Garrett Wilson signing and love the Sauce Gardner extensions for both of them. Lockdown.
Get your guys.
Yeah, get your guys on both sides. Have them for the future. That's great. I think that was big. I think the Justin Fields deal was low risk, low reward.
Getting rid of Aaron Rodgers should be
Yeah.
actually a plus.
And then you already see it as a gap year. If you're gonna have a gap year, throw Justin Fields out there. See,
he's a gap year quarterback.
He's a gap year quarterback, and then he's also a guy where it's kind of the Sam Darnold situation. It's hey, we believed in him at one point. I believed in him at one point. I thought he was gonna be awesome. I don't anymore, but let's see again. Let's see one more time.
Another change of scenery. Let's see how that
Yeah, and
I mean, to be fair, he's been stuck in weird situations where the Bears never.
yeah, and this
gave him
isn't weird at all.
my point is the Bears never gave him any
Yeah.
stability outside of
Mhm.
him, and then you threw him on the Steelers, who are just literally a 9-8 team every fucking
Yeah.
season, and you're well, there's not really much of a ceiling here.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's new coach, he's setting the literally coming into this situation with what's his fucking name?
Glenn Taylor,
Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn. Sorry, what the fuck?
They're both new to this. It's not just they're learning this together. So
Yeah.
it should be a good stepping stone for him to be maybe and have an actual wide receiver one as well.
They're obviously building for the future.
Yeah.
So take
A
that
very long
take
future.
it was a very long future, but I mean, as far as the draft goes, I don't think they could have had a better draft. I love their draft because I was a big Armand Membu guy.
Yeah,
I think he, especially going to the Jets, he just fits perfectly because I was concerned about him being forced into his position. He can play all down the line, in my opinion, and you don't need him to be a tackle. Ideally, you would like him to be a tackle, but you have, fuck is his name, the guy you drafted last year? Penn State. Why am I blanking on his name? Oh, Fashanu. You have Olu Fashanu from last year. And then Mason Taylor in the second round was a great pick. I think he's going to be a sneaky good wide receiver type tight end, just open up in the middle field. And then
Vertical
Azariah Thomas in the third round is a highway robbery.
Fucking love him.
I loved him. You and me talked about him. I feel like he has number one corner potential.
He reminds me of Sauce. He's the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, and just hey, throw me on the outside. I'm big, I'm physical. Let's go. And I really like him. And they lost Reed. They lost DJ Reed, and that at first I was like, damn, that sucks. Man, I really think Azariah Thomas could be just as good as him out the gate. I loved him, and I thought, you and me had him going 17, you just in our mock drafts, or at least talking about it.
Yeah.
And him going to the third round, robbery. I thought that was ridiculous.
My thing with him is it's kind of an issue that really can not be an issue is because he's a little handsy, but yet so is Sauce, and Sauce gets away with
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So like,
And not last year. Sauce had a lot of TikTok penalties.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna take an eye off him a little bit more this year.
Yeah.
I think there was just kind of like Twitter. It was like all he does is fucking foul. Like, and you're just like, I think he's gonna go back to like Sauce. Sauce had like a weird year last year, and I think having like someone like Sauce on the end, and I'm not talking being as good, but just like the same archetype again.
Long, lengthy, sticky to this man. Yeah, like
on the other side. I love that. That being said, I just don't think they're going to be good this year.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, you're running in. It's a new coach, so
Yeah.
obviously that's an issue.
They're just rebuilding. Dude.
Yeah.
They're rebuilding for the future. I say this rebuild's going to take like 5 years.
Nah,
What,
I think
for them to make a playoff game.
Yeah.
Okay, for a playoff game, then
I think one
3.
thing, obviously, yes, we could look up and like, holy shit, like Justin Fields like does have it figured out, and like the Jets are good,
Yeah.
especially they're not in the strongest division, like Bills awesome,
Mm-hmm.
Patriots we don't know, and Dolphins we don't know, so like so you got a shot. I'm interested in just what they do. I like Jamin Davis, who they re-signed, Jamie Sherwood, who they signed, but you got a fucking bag from them. Damn. And then Andre Sisco.
He got a
Andre Sisco, look, he sucked last year, but he's been okay before. Yeah, that's as far as I'll go with them. Anything else, Mike?
No.
Anything else, Sam, before we go to the AFC
The
North?
Giants own MetLife. Fuck is they talking about?
I like that. I like starting beef.
Nah, we good, man. We good.
All right, bet it.
Move on.
All right, let's go on to the Baltimore Ravens, who, the rich just keep getting fucking richer. The first thing I want to talk about is the most ridiculous signing of the season.
DeAndre Hopkins.
I love that.
Wait, listen. Jair Alexander.
That one's fucking stupid.
$4 million, a 1 year, $4 million deal.
Stupid.
Yeah, 4 mil's kind of pushing it.
He fucking gave them a donation. He was literally just like, I'll give you 1 year of. I get it. He has injuries, but that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
he's when healthy. I was telling my friend, I have a friend who's a Packers fan who I want to have on the podcast one day. He was texting me. He was like, yeah, like yes, he has to go, but like he is like a number 1 cornerback when healtzy.
He's a top what? 6 probably.
Yes, yeah,
Probably
when
top
healthy,
5.
and like yes, that's a big thing. But damn, man, like $4 million for a CB1 when healthy. If he plays this whole season, the Ravens like.
Fuck it.
like,
Even if he plays like 14.
If he plays 7 games this season, that's worth it. Are you fucking kidding me? He's a
Yeah,
number
like-
1. If he plays the playoffs, like if he plays 3 games this
Sit him
season
out the whole
in the
season.
playoffs, like that's ridiculous.
That would be phenomenal.
And then I love the Derrick Henry extension and the Rashawn Bateman extension. Like, keep your guys. The DeAndre Hopkins literally could be interesting. He was really weird on the Chiefs. Like, it was weird because like he played better on the Titans early in the season. And then like with the Chiefs, never really like found his footing. I remember I traded him. No, I cut him right on his last Titans game. And then he got picked up by the Chiefs. I was like, oh, I'm going to regret this. And I kind of didn't. So
And
it
it's
was
crazy
good.
to see that with the Chiefs. They never really found his footing considering they're a passing team.
Yeah.
But they, that's the thing, it just was weird for him because he never really got any looks. So you're hoping with Baltimore, with him and Lamar, there'll be some type of connection with that. Because I feel like Lamar's going to be a lot more of a... I mean, obviously they're going to run Derek a lot, but I feel like they're going to be obviously looking for DeAndre. I feel like it's going to go from like one play to like Derek, next play DeAndre. They're going to run some like...
I think Rashad Bateman's going to be receiver 1 for them. Actually, Flowers, I
Flowers,
guess.
Zay Flowers is going to be like the number
Yeah.
1 receiver for sure, yeah. But I feel like they're going to be, they're going to be running a lot of great, they're going to use DeAndre a lot, so we're hoping to see that Lamar's utilizing that as well.
Fucking already had a ridiculous backfield and then adding Malachi Starks to it, who, like,
Yeah.
I wasn't as high as, like, Mike was, but, like, he's a consistent player. And I think, like, just throwing in guys like that already with, like, superstars like Kyle Hamilton, Marlon Humphrey coming out off a first-team All-Pro season. And then Ardarius Washington played good down the stretch, too. Just really interesting. And then, dude, like, obviously, there's, like, allegations, but the Mike Green pick, like, if that clears up, then he's ridiculous.
We've
And that's...
mentioned allegations with the rookies like 4 times.
Yeah, no, it's been a naughty class.
And there's more.
Yeah,
So-
naughty class right now. So,
It's looking like
but
last chance you.
say if he does work out, I don't know. I think they have if they found like a 5-year consistent like sack guy on top of everything.
10 sacks a
Yeah,
year.
10 sack a year guy. I mean, I'll fly. And then they cut Justin Tucker, who fucking sucked last year.
Justin Toucher.
There we go. Mike's back. Aeneas Peoples I low-key like too. They got him in the 6th round.
Justin Tucker just fumbled a bag last year, man. He's lame.
Well, yeah. He needs to stop touching shit, so let's just... He doesn't need to touch a bag either.
He doesn't.
Oh, then the Ronnie Stanley re-signing.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, that was huge.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, Big Mike, on the Ravens? I kind of talked that one. I was hyped about them.
Sorry, I didn't really refresh myself.
No,
with
you're
the
good.
NFL,
You're good. We can move on to the Bengals if you want, because they had news today.
Yeah, they did.
First of all, I tried to shoot shit today for other project,
Oh, God.
unrelated to the pod, and
Let me have
it was
There was a jazz festival down there.
yeah, there
And
was
there was a Bengals training
jazz
camp.
festival and Bengals training camp blocking it. So the boys are working, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so yes,
Dickerson. Better go to training camp, boy.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
anyway, today
Jamar's on your
or
ass.
yesterday, the Bengals signed Shamar Stewart, which so that drama is gone.
It's like the 4-year, 14 mil or something like that?
Yeah, really good edge defender. And when I mean defender, great run defender. We have like sack production was not there, but all the tools are there. They signed Demetrius Knight, so they have like. Oh, I like the Barrett Carter. Like I think he had potential, and then he just fell off. He's really weird, but I like getting him in the 4th round. Dylan Fairchild. I don't know. Hopefully you can slide him in. He can
That
do.
was a sound.
He can do some kind of shit. But and then obviously you had the signing of Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, which is like so they made their choice about everything. Adding Mike Gesicki low key might be good. Re-signing
I'm a
him.
little iffy on Gesicki.
He had a really weird year last year.
But dude, he gritty's funny.
He does gritty funny.
But I will say this, with them signing Chase and T-Bag, that is good for... I mean, I feel like already Chase was already going to stay there. It was a matter of if Higgins was going to stay. Because, you know, obviously with Higgins there...
And they kind of got Higgins on a deal.
Yeah. And the thing...
Like, they signed him, but, like, for what he is, he was slightly underpaid.
He's
like,
a 1 on most
Yeah, he's a 1 on most teams. They gave him high 2 money. Like,
Yeah.
like...
But I feel like he fits that role pretty well because he takes the heat off of Jamar, which he's gonna need. Because if he was gonna go to a different team, then they would the Bengals will be in the market for another wide receiver too, and
They could have walked into the season with Darius Slade.
yeah,
Re-signing B.J. Hill, I almost like. Just I know he's had injuries and everything, hasn't been that consistent, but I mean you need him, and then also you're betting on the Chris Jenkins development. You're really betting on a lot of defensive player development from Cam Taylor-Britt, who I happened to meet at the mall.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
Big guy. People are always like, oh, undersized cornerback. That motherfucker would beat the fuck out of me. I always think that's funny. They're like, oh, he's undersized. He's huge.
5'11", yeah, 5'11", 200 pounds.
Don't care. He was not 5'11".
Okay.
Bro, what? He was taller
That's
than
what
me.
ESPN says. I'm not.
That's crazy. He
Yeah,
was
I ain't never met the motherfucker.
he was a bit taller than me.
I feel like the Bengals this season is gonna be looking pretty nice offensively, but
Yeah.
Their goal is literally score 45, give up 40.
Now can I say hold up a minute?
yeah,
I project a lot of defensive growth, honestly, truly.
Thank you.
I really like Dax Hill. Jordan, whatever the fuck
still
his
got
name
Trey.
is. I really like Dax Hill.
Barely. He's a fucking whole out.
So-
I know I know that's
Even
the only
if
thing
like
right
yeah,
now.
he was awesome, but I think BJ Hill, I think re-signing him, he is a consistent defensive tackle, which with injuries they didn't have. I'm betting on some Chris Jenkins growth. Like
I'm hoping on that.
he was hot ass last year,
Yeah.
and I think he might. I think he'll put on some weight and get a little bit better. And then Shamar Stewart. One thing about that Shamar Stewart thing, you're like, oh, it's a boomer bust pick, kind of, but like he's a good run defender. The Bengals sucked. Like the Bengals were bad.
Bad
Like
last year,
he is
yeah.
going to set the edge. Okay, like and maybe he won't be the big sack leader like we project one day down the line, and maybe he'll never be that. But like year one already, you have a difference maker on defense.
Yeah,
It's someone who can defend the run.
If he tops out at 8 sacks a year, and just gives you really good run
Mm-hmm.
defense, that's enough.
Way better than what they were.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because you're stuck right now. It's literally you don't even know if Trey Hendrickson's on the team. Basically,
Yeah.
he's probably gonna hold out until he gets.
Because he's a little bit displeased with his contract because Myles Garrett got the bag. But when you look at that situation, Myles
and TJ Watt.
Yeah,
and
but
Greg Rousseau.
yeah, I know, I get it. But with those situations, those are different. I feel like those are all different situations. Like with Myles Garrett, Cleveland had to sign him that bag. It was either that or you lose your star. You lose your star, like right there.
That's what this is what this situation is. And I understand he's not the same player as Myles Garrett. At the same time,
he's not, I'm about to say he's not Myles, and he's definitely not TJ.
But the problem is, you let the other team set the market.
Mm-hmm.
This is your fault.
Yeah.
You can't sit here and go, oh, we know these guys are going to get extended soon, and just wait it out because now he's going to ask for more. So you're fucking yourself out of him. Basically.
Bengals, you guys basically did the same thing with Chase, and you guys are just doing a disservice to yourself.
Anyway,
Get it together,
are you
Bengals.
boys ready to go on to the Browns? I feel like we've wasted a lot of air on the Bengals, who might not make the playoffs.
Really?
Put 20 on it.
I'm fucking with you.
Anyway,
Guaranteed.
and we can be quick here. So the Cleveland Browns. Here's my little spiel on them. They have 4 quarterbacks. It's an interesting training camp thing. We need interesting training camp things. It doesn't matter. They're all going to suck regardless. The Browns are going to be bad.
This is real last chance you right
Yeah, yes.
This fucking team.
Now, they re-signed Tevin Jenkins. Not re-signed, but they got Tevin Jenkins, sorry. Obviously, they re-signed, extended Garrett to that monster deal, who, you just take care of your guy, no matter how long,
Didn't they lose Teller or one of them?
Yeah, they did. And also,
and Batonia?
I think Batonia retired. And then Teller, they literally just couldn't resign due to the Deshaun Watson contract and stuff like this that needs to happen. They got Joe Tryon-Shoyinka, who has moments randomly in the NFL. I highly doubt he'll find his footing for the Browns, but they have JOK's out for the season. Which is he's one of their best players. Now, I really like, the trade. They have 2 first rounders next year. Mason Graham, who is a dog. I really like Mason Graham.
If he can stay in shape.
Yeah, on a line. Yes, you're right. But on a line with Myles Garrett, you're gonna get one-on-one opportunities. Schlesinger, I liked. He is he overdrafted him in my opinion, but he's a good coverage linebacker. Which is increasingly becoming more valuable as opposed to to a pure run stopper.
We see the Fred Warners and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
And so potential lighter guy. Quinshon Judkins already has a domestic violence allegation and is missing training camp right now because of it. And then one more I want to talk about because I could care less about the Dylan Gabriel shit. Harold Fanning, maybe. That's a big maybe. And then they got Dylan Gabriel and then Shadur Sanders.
Who also got in trouble, I think, for speeding.
Yeah, speeding,
Yeah.
but it's who hasn't in the NFL.
Then Zach Eddy got one.
Eddie,
or whatever the fuck.
clear out. Sam's got the ball.
Sorry, guys. But he got one too. And he had to pay only a $600 fine.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, but he's.
Oh, look at this. I didn't know this. They got Jerome Baker. Okay, pretty okay linebacker. Not
Didn't they
bad.
just sign him?
Yeah, and then they got Devin Bush, who's he.
Jackson's okay. They went from not going to the playoffs, maybe being a first round exit.
DeMonte Casey.
That's
That dude
that's
that
cool.
almost killed Michael Pittman.
That's cool.
Anyway, do you guys have anything you want to say about the Browns? Because I'm not interested.
Over under 2.5 players go to prison this year.
Let me see. So
They might
Judkins won't go to prison, right?
Jail. Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm changing it. I'm moving the line.
Okay. Anyway, on to the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, yeah.
They're an absolute case. So I have no idea. I could see them. I'm not even playing. This is going to be obviously, this is the most headline thing. I could see the Steelers going fucking being a 12-win team or being. I deadass just because you never know with them. Being a 12-win team or being a 2-win team. They're fucking all over the place. Aaron Rodgers could
So
play
naturally,
good.
they're going to go out there 8-9 or 9-8.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. You're right.
I feel
They do
look
it every year.
yeah, but I feel every year though. Here's the thing with them every year, They always stick in it somehow.
Yeah.
They always do. With their defense. Their defense.
I know.
But
I hate them losing Minka. I know he was a locker room problem. I hate losing Minka. You add an aging Jalen Ramsey who
Pickens
had a
hurt.
aging
Minka not too much.
Aging Jalen Ramsey last year.
I don't think so. Look. I have a friend of mine that's a Steelers fan, a big Steelers fan.
Deshaun, I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know this.
Yeah, so he was when he was telling me about this, it all makes sense because I mean, yeah, he was a locker room problem, and I mean, he said that he was one of the key guys, but with them still having TJ and they still got a lot of, and with them also signing Jalen, they still are cool on defense. I feel like on defense they're gonna be cool, man.
Yeah, but then if you're gonna use the locker room problem argument, you added 2.
Yeah. So my thing is, you have an aging Jalen Ramsey who had his worst season last year.
Pickens was also one too.
So I like Johnny Smith. I like picking him up. I think he's going to be like a fantasy darling this year, just because Aaron Rodgers loves guys like that. I'm a big DK Metcalf guy, but I do think his ceiling is maxed out, kind of like as like a sleeper one. Like so.
I also see like heads colliding a little bit with him and Aaron Rodgers because like they're
weird. It's a weird case of two dudes. I like Ben Skoronski is like a gadget guy, honestly. And then you extend TJ Watt, which is like you got to. I like the Darius Slay ad. He played decent last year. You signed Juan Thornhill.
Solid player.
Yeah, a solid player. And then honestly, I really like their draft. At first I was like, oh, they're going to take Shadur Sanders in the first round. Derek Harmon, I wasn't a big fan of, but I like him with this defense already. They had a defensive tackle problem. And then Caleb Johnson, running back, he fits perfect for them. He fits absolutely perfect for them. And then Yaya Black. I'm not a big Jack Sawyer guy, but Yaya Black's got some athleticism. He's got some physical tools. And guys like that go to Mike Tomlin and thrive. So Any thoughts on the Steelers, Mike?
Yeah, I'm just not set on the fact that they're going to be any better than they were, or any worse. I'm literally thinking that they're just going to be the same thing.
If I had to guess, I think they'll be worse. I see less. Less consistency with this team, and that was the thing with Mike Tomlin. It's like, say what you want. Like the reason why he benched Justin Fields is because Russell Wilson, love him, hate him, he's more consistent, kind of. Yeah, like so it's just like I see less consistency just with this team overall, especially with the aging defense. Older defenses like this, and then they got even older by signing Jalen Ramsey. Like
Who's coming off an injury-riddled season, then you add
and his worst season.
Yeah, his worst season, and then you add Aaron Rodgers, who's a nutcase. And
yeah.
But hey,
he's had injury issues too recently.
Hey, hold up.
Oh God.
Hold up. But with that being said, like I was saying beforehand,
clear the paint again.
Tomlin's gonna take care of him.
Is he?
I think so. I mean, it's like you got a point. He had two other guys that have locker room problems, but
he didn't take care of Pickens.
They never pay their guys. That's always the issue. They never pay their guys. And with Pickens, I wish they would have kept Pickens because they probably would have had a better chance. But we'll see.
Anyway, would you guys like to move on to the Texans?
Yes, please.
Okay, so the first signing I actually want to get into, which I'm sneaky really excited about, is Nick Chubb for them. Obviously he was coming back, and you're like, okay, my goat doesn't have it anymore. But he
that's your goat.
I liked watching him.
But like what?
But he might be really good for them, truly. I know you have Mixon also, but as an RB2, I'm really excited about what he can bring. And if he does have a little bit left in the tank, dog, he might be really good. You signed Justin Watson. Christian Kirk was a sneaky really good deal because Tank Dell's going to be out for probably the whole season if I had to guess.
Wait, what?
Tank Dell?
Wait, what fucking happened to him? I
forgot. Remember he exploded his knee? And then I love drafting Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel, the two Iowa State receivers. I think I like this thing with bolster up the defense, have a top 5 defense, and then just give CJ Stroud, who's got a computer brain, a bunch of options. I like that as opposed to having a number one. You have a number one in Nico Collins, but also just let him be able to distribute the ball and shit. I like Ariante
Ursay.
He I like his athleticism. I liked him coming out. I didn't think he was going to be as high as they took him, but I just think overall as like a developmental offensive lineman, they're going to try to kill that problem by committee. They signed Trent Brown, who's like, I think Trent Brown and Cam Robinson, both of them might be done. Laken Tomlinson, you signed 3 offensive linemen who are probably done, but maybe one of them hits. And they extended Daniil Hunter to a 1 year.
The offensive line market has been like
Damien Arnett. What the fuck? They signed Damon Arnett. I didn't even know this. That's hilarious.
Hey, there you go.
Extend Derek Stinley, and also I really like because I think they really had a really good defensive backfield with Petrie and Stinley, and then adding C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who kind of like fits perfectly with them. Obviously, you lose Tunsil, who is a good player. You can't deny he had his problems, but he's a good player. I think they're gonna try to kill that problem by committee. Sneaky signing Braxton Berrios too.
He's also coming over targets.
Yeah. Also signed Colts legend EJ Speed. Ass. Fucking sucks. EJ Speed's bad.
Oh, we know.
Anything else on the Texans, Mike?
No, but J.D. Davidson just out with the Rockets.
There we go.
We got a guard.
That's huge.
There we go.
Sorry. It's Houston. Sorry, I related somehow.
You're right. Hey, look. Oh, no. Anyway.
I let them know.
Anyway, I'm going to get on to me and Sam's Indianapolis Colts.
I'm going to sit back.
So, yeah.
Go Colts. Horseshoe, big C.
So.
Please stop doing gang signs.
Oh, my God, Mike.
So, first of all, I was over the moon about the Charvarius Ward signing. I loved it. I think he had a weird season last year, obviously with his daughter and everything, but and then you also, but I think he's gonna bounce back. No, dude, you can't do that.
Sorry.
And I'm not editing this out, so it's staying. That's crazy.
Sam, what is fucking wrong with you?
Anyway, I was like, no. I heard the noises. I was like, no. Anyway.
All right, confirmed. Sam's last episode.
Sam's last episode.
We're not, bro.
We signed Cam Bynum.
Jack or Corinne before it started.
Yeah. So we signed Cam Bynum, who we haven't had good safety play in years. So having above average safety play, which I think Cam Bynum will get us. I think we overpaid him, but we had to. Chris Ballard's never found a safety. Jeez.
I don't even know what he's laughing
about. Pete, man. Oh, I didn't even know. And then we got Khalil Herbert on top of that. Corey Ballantyne, who I kind of sneaky liked on the Packers. Former Giant.
Fucking sucked.
So Tyler Warren in the draft. Who?
Love him.
Yeah, and I think, unfortunately for him, he has Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson as quarterback, but I think he'll have a good career.
40 completion percentage, I guarantee.
Yeah. I think he won't have a good rookie.
Yeah, let's bump it up.
I think he won't have a good rookie year. But I like TJ, the Ohio State guy. I'm not gonna say his last name. I can't even try.
Let me try.
Tumalaya. But also, one thing also, I like J.D. Giddens a lot, the running back. I think he's going to play out the gate. And also with Taylor, he's injury prone. I like him a lot, but he's injury prone. I also really like Justin Wally. Not a normal Ballard pick with the physical tools. He's undersized, but he can cover, man. Just as far, that's we don't really draft that. We've taken Juju Brents. We've bet on guys with the physical tools. And they just haven't panned out. I'd really like that that Justin Wally can cover and just take care of his assignment. Obviously, we signed Daniel Jones and we paid him starter money for some reason. So took that problem away from Mike. I mean, I'm terrified that he's going to be my quarterback all season. I'll talk myself into it as soon as he is. And I already started. I'm like, oh, well, he never had. Me and Mike were in Indianapolis. We were looking at houses, and we were just talking. It's this is a better receiving core than he had at the Giant. It's been a mess. I'm already talking myself into it. That being said, I hope Anthony Richardson wins the job. I hope he plays good enough to win the job.
And don't quit on us, boy. You better get on that field and make some plays and don't quit on us. That's why your ass is in this position anyway. Don't do that. You know, we're hoping the best for you, dog.
Anyway, Mike, any unbiased 2 cents on the Colts?
Why you laughing? Just say what you need to say, cuz.
I'm laughing because you don't take this shit serious. No, but I think, the big keys, the big upgrades on defense, like the Ward and the Bynum signings, that's a big boost to what atrocious defense that you guys had last year.
Yeah, okay,
awful.
chill out.
Really
man.
bad.
Sam.
Really, really bad. It was horrible. I hated watching our defense.
But damn, you don't have to be like that, man.
I hated watching our defense more than I hated watching our offense, and our offense was horrible.
True.
So my case stands.
Yeah, but
You said they gave up about 2 minutes ago. What the fuck?
you're right. I did say that, didn't I?
But what am I on? I said...
Nah, I'm on some nutshit patch. My fault.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That's some nut shit, Pat.
Anyway, I think, it'll be, interesting to see who wins the quarterback job. I think it's leaning towards Daniel Jones currently,
Yeah.
sadly.
I mean,
Jack, you're gonna have to play the game I've been playing for 6 years.
I'm gonna be really depressed this year, but I mean, if we don't make the playoffs, Ballard's for everyone I hate is gone.
That's
so
probably a good thing.
yeah, that's why I'm just like, let's just miss the playoffs.
We need to catch a game this year too.
Yeah, we will. We'll catch a game. But that being said, I'm ready to move on from the Colts. I don't really like talking about them right now. I think our defense will be better at least, so I'll have fun with that. I want to watch Drew Lock dice us up.
Oh my god.
All right, now on to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Their number one offseason addition was Travis Hunter. He's going to play both ways. Really interesting prospect, obviously, the most interesting ever. Gave up a lot of capital to get him. Still had a lot of picks. And also, you have their GM coming from the Rams, fuck them picks mentality, and drafting good guys late. Honestly, I look at their draft outside of Tootin. I know nobody's, but so I'm assuming 2 of them will be good because that's just how that Rams committee rolled, and it's just like, oh shit, we have a bunch of later picks.
They got a West Virginia guard. He's probably gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Was it James Gladstone is the GM? Travis Hunter is the most important, and the other ones will probably work out if I had to guess. Them drafting Tootin, probably them waving the white flag on Tank Bigsby and ETN. But one thing I also like, aside from having Brian Thomas, number 1 receiver in my opinion, I think he is, adding a potential number 1 receiver who we both agreed in Travis Hunter, and then also off rips a potential number 1 cornerback as well with Travis Hunter. Signing De'Ami Brown for 1 year, $2 million, which I don't know why the Commanders didn't bring him back. I thought he was really good underneath guy for Jaden Daniels. I know they got all these they have Debo who kind of plays that role a little bit that,
and you've still got to figure out because I think Terry's in a fucking contract
yeah.
too. My
only thing is their defense was hot ass last year, and it didn't get that much better. You added a cornerback. You have you didn't really bolster the D-line that much. Obviously, Hines Allen's good and Walker's good. It's weird. You signed Patrick McCarry, which I really like. I think that was I'm surprised that they got him on a as cheap of a deal as they did. And I like Dwayne Smoot a little bit, the defensive end. But outside of that, those are depth pieces. So I don't know. I'm not too moved. Obviously, it all hinges on if Travis Hunter's the star that we think he can be. And then if they hit on some of those later picks, but I don't know. What do you think about the Trevor Lawrence of it all, and then with the receivers? Because I do think they have a solid receiving core now.
Yeah, I think I would be banking on, obviously it's the big fucking what if is Trevor Lawrence coming back from this injury. It will be nice to see him with somewhat of an actually surplus of weapons.
Yeah.
Having a number 1 like you said in Brian Thomas, and then the potential number 1 in Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Kind of weird about the running back situation. Etienne kind of fell off a little bit, which is, I don't know how to feel about that. That could be part of the quarterback situation too.
Yeah.
But I think
also a weird O-line last year.
Yeah, I mean, they're not.
Yeah, the
Obviously,
overall
they're
is
not.
pretty.
They're not built great. You know,
Yeah.
like it's just a step.
It's getting there.
It's stepping stones.
They're,
Yeah, it's
they're
getting there.
right now, and this is why there's so much variance with them because they could be they could win the division. They're stars and scrubs right now,
Yeah.
and normally that plays out as in like a not good team, but like you've seen it with the Rams every once in a while, where it's just like the team's not good, but they have like 4 really good players, then now they're in the playoffs. So
Yeah, and the thing is, like, they can take advantage of the division a little bit because like I said, don't get mad at me.
yeah.
You guys
They-
outside of the Texans.
I
this
mean,
division's
they
not
kick
great.
our ass.
Oh, no, I'm
They
getting mad.
kick. I think Trevor Lawrence is undefeated against us. If I'm not, I think he might have 1 loss against us. But like, I mean, the Colts will drop at least 1 to them.
Yeah.
They'll beat the Titans.
We always do.
I think they'll sweep the Titans, and then also, I mean, like it's up in the air with them and the Texans.
Yeah.
I do think C.J. Stroud will probably dice their backfield up, but
It's gonna be interesting though. The Jacksonville's actually in a decent spot going towards the future. I would say, like right now, right now with their stars, like you got the quarterback situation. What?
was this?
Just like,
Oh,
But I feel like it's gonna be a real decent look. I feel like offensively they're gonna look pretty alright.
show me the record.
well. Anyway, while Mike tries to find that and swings that randomly, I want to talk about the Titans now, who I honestly, funny enough, liked their offseason. They, obviously the big thing, drafted Cam Ward.
Yep.
He's 5-2 against the Colts.
Oh, he's 5-2. Okay, that we've snuck out 2.
3-2 as a start. What? 3-2 as a starter. This is the AI shit. Never mind. Don't take this.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I really like Cam. I really liked Cam Ward. Obviously, I thought he was like a good quarterback. I like the Gunnar Helm pick in the 4th round. Alec, manners. Have you seen that, Gus Johnson? Anyway, Alec Ao Manor. Ao Manor, Alec Ao Manor. I think he's like a big body guy. Traylon Burks already broke his collarbone, attempting a 1-hand catch in training camp today, so he's out for the season. But I don't even know if he was going to be. I remember last year, whoever the fuck their head coach is, I'm blanking. Said he was like going to be fighting for like a special team spot. I think they've just given.
Brian Callahan or is he the GM?
Yeah, Brian Callahan. I think they've all but given up on him. I liked Kevin Winston Jr., the Penn State safety. I think he actually truly is like a sneaky good pick. But yeah, really interesting. They got Tyler Lockett, who is like a really a quarterback-friendly receiver. Regardless, he gets open, he falls down. That's it. Like it's just like do your thing. And then I love what they did with their O-line because first of all, you have Skoronski, who I still think can be good. I think Lathan played good towards the back half of the year last year. Obviously, you have the offensive line developer there with Callahan's father. And then you signed Dan Moore, who, like, yes, they did overpay, but he's going to be a good player, I think. I don't think he's going to be hot ass. They have, what's the defensive tackle who's really good? Not the one who is, not Justin Simmons. Justin Simmons is really good, but also Jeffrey Simmons is really good, but then the rookie they drafted last year. My bad making you do all the shit like that, Big Mike. But Xavier Woods too. They signed him. I really like. Yeah, and like I just think it's like kind of like clean up the mess that's been made the past couple years. T'Vondre Sweat and Simmons in the middle is pretty nasty, and
they have Sebastian Joseph Day.
Yes, which he's been up and down. He signed a pretty good deal. But any thoughts on them, Mike? They don't really have edge rushers like that. I still think their defense might be bad this year, but I think they're trying to like get out the gutter with that. And you're just hoping their offense takes steps this year. I think their offensive line will be good, and I think they have, in theory, kind of weapons. Like they have kind of weapons.
Yeah, I mean, you're banking on like Calvin Ridley to kind of be the one, which is like kind of a weird situation.
It's happened before.
Yeah, he has been, but
a little bit older, but I think he's
a little older.
Good.
And then you've got they signed. I just realized this. They signed Jahad Ward. He played for the Giants.
Oh shit! There we go.
He's on the playoff team.
Nice.
Anyway, I do think like it'll be interesting seeing like the rookie quarterback come in and be like he's gonna day one start. Obviously, I think we'll have a top of the year too.
Is he
He
really?
hurt his shoulder, I think.
Wow, that's crazy.
So he's got no fucking person to fuck with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's just let him rock out all season and just see what happens, I guess. Yeah, let him cook and
let him
just
cook.
throw those checkdowns and Tyler Lockett.
Who they have Brandon Allen, who played decent when he played. Obviously, no, you're not hoping for decent, but anyway, on to that last division of the AFC West. So
the big boys here.
the big boys right here. This is a dick swinging division right now. Right now, so we have the Denver Broncos. Super interesting offseason. Like, super interesting. First of all, they signed Dre Greenlaw and Hufanga. And I think Dre Greenlaw already has like an injury or something, but there we go, Mike. Mike's checking my sources while I just talk out my neck. But if he's back at any point, I mean, the defense was already really good, and you add, I mean, Hufanga is a really good player when healthy. You have a ridiculous backfield, and man, did I love that. Jahdae Barron pick.
That was
Just
a good pick.
on top of with Surtain, you have Riley Moss back there too. Man, like they're like he's gonna play slot for them, but their CB3 situation was disgusting. Like it was awful.
Yeah.
So it's really good that they have Jahdae Barron. RJ Harvey, I think, is gonna get a lot of run. I kind of like Pat Bryant, and then Savion Jones I was really interested in heading into the draft. So I did like their draft, and just overall their offseason. They signed J.K. Dobbins, who had a sneaky good year last year and then got injured and then came back. Like, he was good. I think it'll be a different running formula, but and then R.J. Harvey will probably take priority. I like Evan Ingram as a receiving threat. I just really like what they did on the around the margins and addressing like big needs, and then also just like being like, okay, Bo Nix, like we're gonna give you the best defense in the league, play ball, let's see what happens.
So Dre Greenlaw came back. He's practiced already.
Oh, nice.
He's fine. It was a hamstring injury.
You and me were big
Or
Jahdae.
quad.
You and me were big
I love
Jahdae
Jahdae
Barron.
That was one of my favorite picks too.
Yeah.
I had him going to. I think I had him going to the Cowboys.
I
picked that too, but
I couldn't even fathom him falling to the Broncos, honestly.
No, that's what I was thinking.
And just his hand fighting, just the way that he like he's a like technical machine next to Pat Surtain, who might be the best technical corner of all time. Like just like as far as like technique and like just like studying, like it's so you're just like, oh wow, this could be a net, like this is a no-fly zone.
Yeah, and then Surtain's also got the physical tools.
Yeah, and then
like
yeah.
6'4".
Surtain's got the physical tools, and then Barron, I mean, like he can fucking fight too. Like he's gonna come down and tackle a motherfucker. Like he's gonna play like he's gonna play like a slot / linebacker type role for them. And it's gonna be really fun with him.
That was the other thing I liked about him too, is that he can kind of, take a little bit of like, he takes the run away a little bit on the outside, and can kind of alleviate that pressure a little bit from the linebackers and stuff. So that helps.
All right. Anyway, so the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's the one you were going to next.
Yeah, I mean.
The Raiders.
Oh, I said it had the Chiefs. Listen, I'm just in the fucking order, my boy.
That's fine.
Anyway, the Kansas City Chiefs. So Rice is in jail. Rasheed Rice is in jail, but only 30 days. But he might get a suspension still. Regardless,
They already said that he was already going to be facing a suspension.
Okay.
This is a wild ride he's been on. He was ACL torn by his quarterback.
Yeah.
And then jail.
That being said, anyway,
right.
he might play at some point. I project growth from him. They re-signed Hollywood Brown. Also, the Trey Smith deal got signed, and then also a sneaky something I did not expect. They got out ahead of the Karlaftis deal, which is like really fucking nice. Really wondering how this what's their fucking cornerback McDuffie deal is going to be looking, because like. I mean, they need to keep him. He's fucking awesome. But now, you're going to have to going back to drafting your ass off. They re-signed Nick Bolton on a fairly team-friendly deal. I know he's been up and down, but I really liked what he brings to the team. Christian Fulton, really interesting deal, actually. Whoa, now I think about it. Huh. That's really nice. I remember, like, I talked about him. Loki forgot about him. They signed a 2-year, $20 million deal, and partially with a max value of $20.5 million. So, yeah, so I mean, like, a nice deal because I thought he was going to be like a big ticket item this year. You re-signed Kareem Hunt. You get Elijah Mitchell. So I don't know. I really like what they did. You re-signed Smith-Schuster and you get Jalen Moore. And before we get into the draft, I want to say if Rashee Rice does play like at some point this season, I project a lot of growth from him. I really think there's going to be a Xavier Worthy jump this year. A lot of people are like down on them. Obviously, they have Mahomes. Like, oh wow, that's really brave of you. You say you think the Chiefs will be good, but I think their offense is going to be better this year. And then you sign Josh Simmons, who out the gate, I think he's going to miss a lot of time this year, but then out the gate would struggle as well in theory. I think that's why you signed Jalen Moore. But if he hits, that's a highway robbery getting a French if he hits getting a tackle to play 5 years on the rookie deal at 32. That's just ridiculous. While having Trey Smith and all that, it's really interesting. Really like Omar Norman Lott, getting him in the second round. That's a guy, especially next to Chris Jones, and you re-sign Karlaftis. That's just a solid defensive line. And then I haven't really watched him that much. A lot of people like Jalen Royals. So another weapon for Mahomes. Why not?
Yeah, Jalen Royals is one of those guys. It's like I was like for some reason I really wanted the Giants drafting another receiver for no fucking.
There we
reason.
go.
I get excited about like those late round receivers, but
Mike. I was fine, Mike.
He's smart ass.
I was fine, Mike, man. Could be tripping, could.
There we go.
My bad. I'm tripping, could. Anyway.
Yeah. Ellen.
Let's move on.
Sam interrupted.
All right, get your ass on because I'm not editing. Anything else about the Chiefs, Mike?
Man, I just really was disappointed with them last year.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a weird.
They were boring to watch.
They were boring. Yeah. They were bad to their standards. You know what I mean? Obviously, them as just the high-powered offense.
Yeah.
Just going down the field with basically at ease.
Just marching down the field and literally just it's like a close game and all they need is their ball and all they need is just like a little touchdown and boom, they got it.
I think this year will also be different from also I think they'll be more fun to watch, and then also I think this will be the year that Travis Kelce really takes a back seat, and I think Noah Gray, who is an analytical darling, actually could be a really serviceable tight end. And apparently they have a undrafted tight end that they really like that I've been hearing about for some reason. So watch him just be good or something.
It makes sense.
One of the best to learn from.
Yeah.
It makes sense if Travis just stayed back this year because last year, man, he was the main target anyway.
Yeah.
So they need something new, working on that.
And Andy Reid's randomly had very good success developing tight ends. I don't know.
Yeah.
For some reason, but even with the Eagles, you had
Selleck, right?
Ertz, Selleck, and obviously you didn't really have to develop Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
He did anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that'll be a real. And he'll step back this year, but I still think it really won't matter. It will, but it won't because that team's still going to be very good. So
anyway, the team that had the biggest makeover, I'd say this offseason, Las Vegas Raiders.
Yes.
You get Pete Carroll, Tom Brady's in the building now. You have a quarterback. Holy shit, the Raiders have a quarterback. Geno Smith is in the building, who me and Mike love. Yeah, and then before we get to the draft, they extended Max Crosby, which was really, really. That was a good deal. They get Jeremy Chin, who sneaky good signings. Jamal Adams, very interesting, just because I think Carroll just loves who he loves and everything. They signed Philip Dorsett. That's pretty fucking wild. Old Colts legend. Raheem Mostert, Alex Kappa on the line, who was bad for the Bengals, but.
Everyone is.
Yeah, everyone is. And then outside of Genty, who I think will just be a workhorse back for them, I think Pete Carroll's going to want to run. Obviously. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you have Brock Bowers. But I think Brock Bowers' stats will be down this year just because I think they're going to run so much. And I think they're going to try to distribute more. I think Geno will distribute more. You have Jack Besh, who I wasn't big on, but I think he has a spot on the team. They have Jacoby Myers. And then you have Deontay Thornton Jr., who's I think is going to get some run. I also really like Darian Porter, that cornerback they drafted. I think Carroll has luck with later round cornerbacks. Not late; he's the third round, but just guys like that. It's really interesting. I think they have I don't think they're going to be good. That being said, I think they're just in too hard of a division. I think if they are good, it won't they'll be good enough and it won't matter.
It'll be taking advantage of their outside of division opponents.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
maybe
for
the
sure.
Chargers.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. So, but I mean, they've just had a big makeover. Malcolm Kuntz. They got Malcolm Kuntz, who a sneaky, interesting player. But Mike, give me the 4-1-1 on the motherfucking Raiders.
What's the 4-1-1? 4-1-1.
What do you say?
Yeah, type shit.
I do like you said with like you said with Peaker, I think he's gonna be good with distributing a little bit more. I love Jeansy there.
Yeah.
Letting him just immediately be the one and just
Be Marshawn Lynch.
Just fucking 20 times a game. There you go.
Yeah.
Beast mode.
And that's what you signed him for too. He's a first round back.
My bad.
Good dog.
Yeah,
I don't want the shit that happened last time.
Yeah, we don't want the Mac to go down.
Yeah. But getting Gino, actually having a fucking quarterback that doesn't suck.
Yeah.
That'll allow some consistency just in the offense in general.
Yeah.
And
more than consistency too, because he's had times where he's been
a plus quarterback.
Yeah, he's been like a top 12 quarterback. I feel like.
Yeah, and then the issue with him.
But there's a floor with him too, like that you're
The
just
issue
like,
is
okay,
just him turning the ball over, and
Yeah.
just I don't know where the offensive line really stands right now. It's okay.
messy-ish, but
Yeah.
I think they'll be all
They
right.
have Colton Miller, and then it's just kind of
Yeah, just scrubs.
just question marks.
Yeah, but I think they're going to be a heavy running team, and I think they're set up to maybe be really good running blocking team. So we'll see how it bodes over.
And even Jeanty's
Yeah, and just all the threats around helps.
yeah, and then like you said with Brock Bowers, I can see a drop off slightly just in the numbers, but I don't know because he was just so fucking good last year.
Mhm.
It strikes me as he's just gonna go up from there. So
Yeah.
who knows? But only time will tell. I guess.
That being said, we're on to our last team, the Los Angeles Chargers, who had a really interesting offseason. Everyone was mad because they're not getting a number one receiver. Everyone was mad. It's why don't they have Devontae Adams? All this shit. I like their offseason, honestly. So you re-sign Khalil Mack, see if he has one more year left in the tank. And, $18 million, not too bad for him. Andre James, he's out. Anyway, Tyler Conklin, who I think will be someone that Justin Herbert irresponsibly uses a lot. I love their draft, man. So Omarion Hampton, with the first pick, who's going to get some work in that Harbaugh offense. I think this is the type of guy that Harbaugh has always wanted, but really hasn't had in a while. As Blake Corum at Michigan, so you're just okay, bet he's got an absolute dog on his team. And then Trey Harris, who I like. I think this is the Quentin Johnston replacement, and I think Trey Harris has a little bit more juice than him. I expect him to get some run. I expect them to kind of spam him a lot. And I think he can be a good receiver too, because I do think you already have a one-type weapon with McConkey already. So I really think Trey Harris could be a really good player.
Yeah, I think Trey Harris is definitely they want to be a definite upgrade over Johnson, which isn't hard if you just catch the ball.
Yeah.
But I think like you said, McConkey can. Even if he steps up a little more this next season and kind of I'm not saying turns into Cooper Kupp, but kind of gets into that former player a little bit and becomes an actual one.
Yeah.
And just allows Justin Herbert to have some consistency at the receiver position since Keenan Allen's gone now. Stuff like that, which he might fucking come back, or I don't even know.
Yeah, he's unsigned right now. Yeah.
Yeah, but and then Mike Williams retired.
Yeah. Came back and then retired. Weird.
It sucks, but anyway. It'll be fun to see. Like you said, I love the Omarion Hampton pick, and then of course Harbaugh's the perfect guy for that too, just to get an actual running back, and J.K. Dobbins was good last year, but like you said earlier,
and also Omarion Hampton is sorry I can't say his name. Omarion Hampton is the idealized J.K. Dobbins.
Yes.
What we thought J.K. Dobbins was going to be without the injuries.
And there's less head scratching currently. We don't know his injuries.
Yeah.
In the NFL, but we'll see. He's a fresh legs.
Yeah, fresh legs, all this. So I love the pickup for them. I like also getting Najee Harris as a workhorse number 2 back who does have his eye. He was apparently everyone was like, oh, he lost his eye in a firework accident. He does have his eye, so
I didn't even know.
yeah, that's good for ball vision. You need that for field vision. One thing, the big question mark for them is they signed Mekhi Becton. They signed Mekhi Becton. You have no idea if he's going to be good or not because, like, obviously he was good on the Eagles. Is he going to be good for the Chargers? I think that's a big thing because, I mean, they have 2 franchise tackles in my opinion. They have a decent one in Zion, whatever the fuck his nuts is.
Okay.
And then if Mekhi Becton can be solid in the interior, because that's what killed them in the playoffs. That's what killed them towards the end of the last season. Can you have a solid interior offensive line? Because, like, you know, you're with the hardball team, we were kind of like, oh, this is a gap year, and then, you know, like, I think a lot of people forget that. We're like, oh, this is a gap year, and then they went to the playoffs, and they disappointed in the playoffs because we thought they were better than the Texans. So that I think that kind of changed the attitude, but, like, now it's like, okay, what did we do that will get us to the, you know, get us past the first round? Yeah, dead ass, and, like, that's the goal, you know? And I think adding Trey Harris, adding Omarion Hampton, adding Mekhi Becton, you know, really fixing up that offense. You know, the defense overperformed last year, and you didn't really add too much. You lost Bosa, which you didn't really have last year, but, you know, you resigned Khalil Mack. You know, you get you get done what you need done, and I don't know. I really like, you know, there's signings like all across the board. Like, you know, you have Bud Dupree, sneaky Trey Lance, 3rd string. That'd be funny if Harbaugh fixes him. Denzel Perryman re-signed with them. Oh, sneaky Dante Jackson trade. Inconsistent player, but, like, him on the him in the backfield can be nasty. Mike, any thoughts before we head out of here?
I think, like you said, with the defense, kind of just kept what you needed to keep. Like you said, with Joey Bosa leaving, it's like fucking whatever, you can play. And that should be fine, whatever. And then the offense, patching up these holes at, like, guard and then the receiving position and even the running back position, because you didn't have a consistent guy that, like, stayed healthy last year.
Yeah.
I think it really, like, should help Justin Herbert to be, like, you know, comfortable and just being able to, like, play the way he wants to. So.
Anyway, before we go, just for funsies, and we'll have official picks soon. Right now, if a gun to your head, who do you think comes out of the AFC?
Hot take, Chiefs.
Hot take. So this is my first year thinking it's actually the Bills. I think the Chiefs will be better.
Yeah,
I think the Bills. I think the Bills are an absolute juggernaut this year. Like, oh shit, awesome. But fucking, I think the Bills are actually just, like, monsters this year.
Yeah, I've been holding out hope for the Bills. That's my hope.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that they make it.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, if there is an actual drop off, like, substantially from the Chiefs, I think that it's the Bills or the Ravens conference.
Yeah, I mean, we have 3 absolute dogs at the top. That's why I just don't think there's any other room for anyone else. Because, like, man, the Ravens added, like, they added. I mean, can you believe they got Malachi Starks along with Nate Wiggins, along with Kyle Hamilton, and then anyway, Jair Alexander. And, like, it's just, like, ridiculous, you know.
Already on top of Roquan Smith, Justin Madubuike, or Namu.
Yeah. And
like,
then
all these guys.
Yeah, and then you have what's his name? The edge. Anyway, I'm blanking on him. But and then they also got Mike Green, who could be good as well. So. Really interesting team, really interesting season. If I had to guess, I'd say the Bills, just because I think when it comes down to it, I do think I think the Bills have more like variables that are, like, higher firepower, I guess. With, like I like the receivers better, you know.
They're more youthful.
Yeah, they're more youthful. I think defense, the Ravens have a better defense, but I also just don't think, like, the Bills are that far behind on defense. No. And then I think the Bills are slightly more explosive. So it's really weird. So I have the Bills coming out. Sam, who do you have coming out of the AFC?
I want to say Baltimore.
So we all 3 have someone different.
Yeah,
we have the big 3.
Yeah, literally, just because they are, I feel like they really are stacked this year. With Derrick Henry, DeAndre Hopkins, you know, you obviously got Lamar, and you still got all the key guys still, Zay Flowers, you got rid of Justin Tucker.
Who's the kicker, by the way?
Oh, they drafted one, and
Oh,
like the
that'd be
fourth
cool.
round.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Fourth round draft pick. That's capital.
That's the first round pick, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my phone just died.
Tough. Wow. You just
Shattered
lost this one.
everywhere.
But
It's,
I feel like with that being said, I feel like Baltimore has a really good chance of making it out of the AFC. Obviously, you got your top picks like Kansas, but I'm not going with Kansas. Kansas, y'all can get it. Y'all can get it from the Baltimore Ravens.
Anyway, fellas, we hit an hour and a half. It's been a while since we hit an hour and a half.
yeah. I mean,
We're back in football mode, huh? Anyway, any thoughts before we leave from the boys?
Nah, I just want to say thank you guys for having me on once again. Third episode with you guys. I know Mike is not feeling me. It's all right, Mike.
Yeah.
Me and him may reconcile. We might not, but I appreciate you guys for sure on this, and hopefully I'm back here soon with you guys. See Mike.
Anyway, next episode we're doing NFC.
yes.
And then
I'll try to be more vocal and prepared next time.
Mike will be more vocal and prepared.
Because my favorite team.
Absolute banger next week. You can already sense we have a little bit more consistency coming up, and we're trying to deliver to your.
There will probably be a week or two hiatus.
Yeah, just because we're about to move.
Also, so I can for you guys. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment.
There we go.
To my boys on the Left Bench on their channel. All right. Yeah. That's it.
Big things coming when me and Mike get a house together. So
yeah, I'll be sliding through there too.
Yeah.
You'll see me.
Start a family.
Yeah, you'll see me with my 2 children.
Oh, that's not right.
That's my son.
Fuck
right
out of
here.
here. All right. Thank you, everyone. Like, subscribe, gum, whatever the fuck. Balls, pussy.